Hi everyone and welcome to my year-end review. Well, I'm calling it year-end review. It's the last video I'm going to record this year, and I wanted to use this as an opportunity firstly to thank everyone that's helped me throughout the course of my Path to Remission program thus far. And also I want to use it as a bit of a recap, and also if anyone's thinking of starting the Path to Remission program, I just want to use this as an opportunity to go through with you basically what's happened over the past 12 months. So going back to the end of January this year, I took my last metformin tablet, threw them away, and I moved on to the soups and shakes diet. Now, for those that don't know, the soup and shakes diet is a 12-week intensive diet where it's basically zero carbs, and you are given by your healthcare provider, and for me that was a company called Altralife, a series of products. Now, I went through before the course started and I picked out the flavour of shakes that I liked. Now, I'm aware that some providers offer other meals which are neither soup nor shakes but are zero carb or incredibly low carb. For me, that wasn't an option. I didn't particularly like the flavour of the soups that were available to me, so I picked 4 shakes. And basically every 4 weeks or every month you are sent some product that you are basically to ingest for the course of the 12 weeks. Now, for me, it was 2 scoops of shake 4 times a day. Now, during the course of the 12 weeks, I was able to vary those shakes slightly. Every batch of 4 weeks that I ordered, I changed around a couple. There were things that I added to the shakes, such as a little bit of mint. There is a fibre powder that they supply with it as well. Now, sidebar, if you are doing this soup and shake diet, it is vitally important that you keep really, really well hydrated and you take the fibre supplement, because otherwise you are going to be in a world of pain. Quite literally, you will struggle to go to the toilet without having the excess fibre in your system. So keep hydrated and take the fibre supplements. Anyway, so back to my story. So I was adding, say, this orange flavour fibre to my shake. So I was adding mint. I was varying things by like making sure it was ice cold. And for the most part, the 12 weeks sailed by. Now, I did have a couple of slip-ups. And I had one well-documented slip-up, as you've probably seen in the video, if you've been watching over the course of the year. But I'm human, I made mistakes, and by the end of the 12 weeks, I'd lost, can't remember, it was at least, I think it was about 20 kilos. It was a serious amount of weight. And then I went on vacation. I had a lovely time, and because of the weight I'd lost, I was able to do things that I'd never even dreamed of doing before. But because of the character that I am, shortly after coming back from vacation, basically after the 12 weeks, you go through what's known as the food reintroduction stage. And that is where you go from having 4, for me, it was going from 4 shakes to 3 shakes and a small meal to 2 shakes and a medium quality meal to basically being reintroduced to food. And unfortunately for me, I reintroduced all of the bad habits that I had, except one. I had got a bit of I'm not going to call it an addiction, but I had got used to exercising. I had been doing several short walks during the 12 weeks of the soup and shake diet, and I was fortunate enough that I still enjoyed and was able to do the walking and the fitness. Now, unfortunately, as my weight slowly increased, my fitness level decreased. And I went on what they call is a reset program. So basically, once you've put on a certain amount of weight after coming off the shakes, you are eligible to go on the reset program, which is another 4 weeks, if I remember rightly, a 4-week back on the shakes. And being honest with myself, I wasn't fully committed to it. I tried, I really did, but my heart wasn't fully in it. My fault. Totally my fault. And my weight increased and increased. Now, during the 12 months of the Path to Remission program, aside from the 12 weeks of the soup and shake diet, or whatever they're calling it nowadays, you get some coaching sessions from your healthcare provider. And mine was a company called Xyla Health. Now, for the most part, the coaching sessions were adequate. I did have a couple of coaching sessions where the coach was either disinterested in what I was doing, or in one particular memorable session, I could hear the coach eating. And this was during my soup and shake phase. So I'm there sort of feeling a bit hungry, and I've got the coach there masticating away. Wasn't great, but I would say for the most part, the coaching was sufficient for what I expected. The problem for me, it wasn't what I needed. I am addicted to food, and I have been for a very long time. So for me to suddenly go and switch the brain noise off in my head, the food noise, going food, is really difficult. And going from 12 weeks of, or pretty much 12 weeks of nothing, to basically being given the freedom to eat again, of course it was inevitable I was going to go off the rails. So, for people who are doing this program, or are thinking about doing this program, first thing I would say is this: if you're offered the opportunity, do it. It is not the golden bullet. It's not going to help you completely if you have other issues that you need to address in the background. But what it will allow you to do is give your body a short, sharp shock, and hopefully work towards getting your diabetes into remission. And that is what this whole program is about. The weight loss is the driver to it, but for me, I got other benefits rather than the remission element of it. Now, don't get me wrong, my HbA1c level has gone down. I'm due to have a repeat test following on from my results a few weeks ago. I suspect I'm probably still diabetic as it stands, but I'd like to think that I am in, at least from a blood sugar perspective, in better shape than I was 12 months ago. And bear in mind, I've gone from taking metformin to not taking any medication. If my blood sugar's gone down at all, I'm taking that as a win. So, where does that leave me? I have one more coaching session coming up. It was supposed to be a couple of weeks ago, but I've been unwell. So that is going to be first week of January, so in a couple of weeks' time. And that's it. I then have a review. Oh, I do apologise, I've forgotten one thing. During the 12 months, at least with Xyla Health, you are given access to an app. And on that you have things like coaching chat, and there's like a community forum where you can go through and you can see what everyone else is saying. And there are also these e-learning courses that you can do. Now, I did feed this back, but for anyone's doing this, I really struggled with these e-learning courses. Not because they are difficult, but because they're not engaging. They are on your phone. So you're sat there on your phone, and let's be honest, most people who are sat on their phone are either doing it in bed or on the toilet, if they're looking at it for a long period of time. And you have to go into all of these things, and then you have to scroll down, you have to click on something, you have to scroll down, you have to click on something. And they go, what did you learn in this? Do. And it's just not engaging. It's not the sort of thing that I learn from. I would rather have either a video or a podcast or something that I can listen to. I enjoy watching videos like the one I'm recording right now, just so that I can see what I'm supposed to be learning, rather than looking at a tiny little phone screen. I work in IT, I look at screens all the time, I look at phones all the time. I want to actually feel like I'm engaging in something. I want to be able to look at something rather than having to read like 4 lines, click on my phone, read on 4 lines, click. It's just not for me. Might be for you, but for me, no. So I have my final session in a couple of weeks' time, and then that is it. I'm back under the care of my GP. So where does that leave me for 2026? I'm going to go it alone. I'm going back on the shakes come January, and I'm going to do it by myself. Now, Altralife, who are the company that supplied me with the shakes through the NHS, they've started offering members of the public to go on an 8-week program with them. I'm not shilling for them, but they did email me. I've got a discount code you can use if you order products by the end of December. And they also have an affiliate link that they've sent me. I'll put it in the description. It's up to you if you use them or not. Makes no difference to me. But I'm going to use the surplus shakes that I have and give myself a kickstart for 2026. And I'm going to see where that goes. I'm contacting, trying to remember what it's called. Live Life Better Derbyshire. I'm going to reach out to Live Life Better Derbyshire and I'm going to see what they can offer me with regards to like education sessions, perhaps even like group sessions and things like that, be that even over Teams or something like that, just so that I can have a bit more of an interaction. But as I said, I'm also enjoying the fitness element of what I've done, and I'm fortunate enough that I've gone from not being able to walk, I don't know, for a minute without being huffing and puffing, to being able to walk a mile or so, reasonably. So what I'm doing is I'm setting myself a goal, 26 in 2026. And I know that sounds a bit corny, but my goal is I want to do 26 dedicated walking miles every month in 2026. And to keep this channel a bit interesting, I'm going to start recording some of them. And don't worry, you're not going to have to sit through hours and hours of me walking and talking and speaking nonsense. But I'm going to record it and I'm going to upload it to this channel, both as an incentive to me to keep walking, but also to supplement and complement the shakes that I'm going on. I've been on Facebook for my sins a few days ago, and I saw for Dementia UK, there is a 50-mile challenge you can do for sponsorship. So I have signed myself up to do 50 miles in January, basically to give myself a real kick up the backside to start walking. And I'm going to put a little sponsorship on the screen below. If anyone wants to sponsor me doing it, I would really, really appreciate it. It's for Dementia UK, so it's a very good cause. And I think walking 50 miles is going to be a real challenge in January. It's going to be cold, it's going to be dark, it's going to be wet, it's going to be miserable. And if I'm back on the shakes, I'm going to feel a bit tired. But I know I can do it. And if I can help a good cause out while helping myself out as well, then it's definitely worthwhile. I'm going to end the video there. If anyone is thinking of starting the Path to Remission program, as I said, I strongly advise you do it. The first 12 weeks can be difficult. You'll go through periods where you feel dizzy, you feel tired, but persevere. Keep drinking the water. Take the shakes. If you have a slip up, it's not the end of the world. It's just part of being human. Just carry on through the 12 weeks and you will come out the other side a better person, a different person, and hopefully you'll be able to carry on and adjust to life with food. Or if you're like me and you're struggling, you'll have a new appreciation for the life you can have if you can stick with it. Because yes, my weight has gone back on, but I feel so much better for doing it. And I know it was difficult, and if you watch some of the videos at the beginning, I was moaning about how tired I felt. But I feel a better person and a different person than I did at the beginning of the year. And I'd like to thank my wife, I'd like to thank my family and thank my friends, and thank everyone who's been watching these videos and cheering me on from the sidelines. And I know this is about health, this isn't like a marathon or anything like that, but for me, doing this and trying to get my diabetes into remission trying to make it a bit entertaining for you at watching, a bit educational as well, and give myself an extra incentive to do it. I couldn't have even got anywhere I have without your support, and I love you all and I appreciate you all for it. Have a very Merry Christmas, and I will see you in 2026. Take care. Thanks for watching. Bye.